Good morning. Good morning. This is the Journey to a Winning Anyway Life. I'm your host, Life Pastor Kyle, for all things winning. Hope you are ready for an amazing Friday. Come on in wherever you are, all over the place. It's a lot of things going on with Facebook this morning. But hey, we're excited about being here. If you're on, say good morning so I can know that you're here, know that we're hearing each other clearly, and we can enjoy this wonderful, amazing day. It's a weekend, y'all. It's my anniversary weekend, too, so we're going to be all weekend. Yeah, all weekend. Hello, Aaron Renee Fleets. I see you this morning. Hello, Keith Young. Good morning. Good morning. Listen, there's a lot going on, and I'm excited about. Somebody say all of it. I'm excited about all of it. So if you're excited about your life, make some comments. Say something this morning. Let somebody know that we're on. Hello, Tawana. So I see Keith Young is over on YouTube. Tawana Lotta is over on Facebook. I see y'all. Is everything good? How's the music? Good morning, Brittany. Oh, you made it. Okay, God bless you. No, good morning, Prophet. No, I'm not. I'm coach. I am coaching this morning. I'm not going into that mode this morning with y'all. Area Morgan, good morning to you. I hope all is well way out there on that side of town. And so, y'all, it's going to be a good one, y'all. As y'all saw the lesson, I'm talking about cultivating winning energy. It's gonna be pretty good. I'm not gonna give it away. But I know people are having a hard time getting on because Facebook was throwing me in and throwing me out and throwing me in. Good morning, Shauna Speaks. Throwing me in and throwing me out, and then they wouldn't take my green screens. I'm like, hey, I don't have to have a green screen. I got my wife behind me on this side. I got a good book, Think Like a Billionaire, Become a Billionaire by Scott Anderson. Oh, hey, First Lady, good to see you. Geraldine Wiley Shelvin. Sorry, Jalen Shelvin, I see you there. Good morning, Tisa Collier. I see Mabel Rice. Come on, y'all. It's going to be a good one. Listen, I'm ready. I want to start if I can. Is the music too loud? Music is good for me, but I know you'll bring it down when you start the lesson. No, I wouldn't, because what happens is it's new music. It's made for me. And so my phone just has it loud. That's all it is. I'll bring it down on my phone, so we'll be okay. Let me know if I should bring it back up, because I turned it down on my phone completely in my system. So, listen, I'm jumping early. Let me give y'all another 30 seconds for those who want to come in. There are 14 of you on here. Can you love or like the post? Just say, look, I like coming on here. Hey, Teresia Brown, I had all your friends and family in this weekend. Well, daughter and all her friends and family. So that's an extension of you. So this morning, Eric Trotman, good morning, sir. I'm ready. I'm coming for you. Know that. I think you're going to gain weight because your wife, soon-to-be wife, is expecting. And so as you're gaining weight, I'm going to pick up the muscle from it, and we're going to make sure that we take care of it for you. Hello, Greta Cook. Good morning, Greta. I think you're going to like this. Good morning, Deja Young. Enjoyed you last evening, the dissertation, and I love it. I love those. Good morning, Maria Briscoe, Andrea Thomas, Kenneth Davis, Carlos Divine. I will be calling you in about I'm headed to see Pedro in a few minutes at the church. So I'll be talking to you before I get there. Emery Shelvin. Good morning, sir. Minister Ricks, welcome home. Glad you had a wonderful time. And we're getting ready to make sure that we plan your next cruise. It will not be on Carnival, but it will be another one. Come on, let's get you ready. So Eric Trotman, let's go. Listen, we've been on here 3 minutes, and I want to get y'all where I'm going. Because listen, the reason why I want to cultivate winning energy, this is not to anybody, against anybody. It's a lesson God gave me. I didn't get this word right here I'm going to give y'all till this morning talking to First. And I said, what's up, Gregory Ray? What's going on? Hope all is well over there with Scott's, man. Hope everything is good. Hello, Manny. Enjoyed you yesterday thoroughly. Man, when people call to check on you and people really, well, I'll say it like this. I've come to find out that people are not who they say they are. People are who they want you to believe that they are. But time always heals and helps. People always say things like this. Time heals all wounds. I don't think wounds ever really heal. Like my father passed. Hey, Joanne. My father passed 20-something years ago. Hey, Lester Blunt, take a lead in Florida. I see you. My father passed about 20 years ago, 21 years ago, 22, 23 years ago. And I still have moments. I had my first moment 15 years ago. 5 years after he died. 5 years ago, which was 15 years after he passed. Time doesn't heal the wounds. I think we just mature and learn how to handle them better. Hey, Alicia. Time really don't heal the wounds. We just learn to manage the wounds better. So when you find out that people are not really who they say they are, they're who they want you to believe that they are, you shouldn't be hurt. You got to understand, people are in survival mode. There are very few people in your life that are in thriving mode. There are very few people who understand that the only way to thrive is that your environment and the energy around you thrives in every way. And so when you find that they're not what they are, then you learn the lesson and you win in spite of whatever it is. And so you tend to then realize, I matured and I just manage it better. Hey, Teresa, enjoyed you yesterday as well. Manage it better than I did before. So yeah, I deal with it. So I want to guide you today. Let's go, y'all. I want to guide you today to gradually build the life you desire. And you're going to do that by, Dr. Perry Rice, good to see you, man, by staying aligned with your goals. And that's your goals of peace, your goals of being positive, and your goal of balanced, winning energy. Hope y'all get this. And your goals of balanced, winning energy. Here's something dropped in my spirit yesterday, and I thought I would, I was on the phone with one of the people I was talking to, one of my clients, and it just jumped out, and it was so vivid and so clear. I just started jotting all into it, right? Making sure it was laid out and set up and making sure it was going. And watch this, Geraldine. I'm going to do something for non-coached people. And that is going to, and I think I'm going to change the cost because I'm going to do it differently. But what it's going to be is it's going to include, this is how I was going to do it, Maria. You had to take your one day to go to a hotel. Book a hotel at the stay of your choice, the price of your choice, whatever. Why not do it at home? Because if you could do it at home, you would have already done it. So you go to the hotel, and you're going to go there to hear from God in a different place, a different way. Then it's like a separate mastermind, kind of, so those of you know what coaching is. Then you would only be able to bring your phone, your Bible, and a journal. And the reason why you bring your phone, because you would get a meditation playlist. If I have to send you mine with no words, after being there 2 hours, you'd have no words. You would have to literally just hear from God. You would stay in that space hearing from God. Here's the funny part. You can't have food while you're there. Only juice or water. And you would stay there overnight, wherever you want to go, whatever. I'll give you 5 complete declarations. Then I will give you 3 things to ask God to show you. God, show me who you are, blah, 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 blah. I'll give you 3 things that you would declare and decree. And then you would play your music. You go into worship. After 2 hours, there'll be no words of music. There'll just be music. And then you would spend that time with God, just you and God, Whatever you hear, you journal. Whatever you feel, you journal. You pray, you worship by yourself. And turn your phone, do not disturb. You would just spend that direct quality time with God. When you check out, you would get that fee would get you, your fee for hotel plus my fee would get you 90 minutes to 2 hours with me to go through everything that God has said to you at that time. So I'm thinking about changing it and making it a mastermind where it comes up to a different level. Good morning, Valencia Miller. Good to see you. Hey, Alicia James, I see you as well. I see Jasmine Georgine, I see you. Good morning, Dexter. And so I'm working that process out. That's going to be a real good one. That's going to be good for 2025, I think. In the beginning, I want to do it before then so you can have yourself ready. Let's get into my lesson, y'all. You all over the place. No, I'm not. I'm right where I need to be. And you'll see this lesson going to be the same thing. So here's what you're going to do. When you decide that you're going to deal with cultivating winning energy around you, yeah, that thing's going to be good. Part of me wants to take y'all all go to one place and have a mastermind. Maybe that'll be after. I've included first. I talked to her about it. Hey, Laura, she would take off work, whatever it takes to be there. Hey, Latrice Williams, take off work to be there so we could dissect it through as a mastermind. But I want to make sure this event gets you separately responsible for you, because there's no more babysitting for where we're going in the body of Christ and your life. Let's move quickly. So as you begin to cultivate winning energy around you and you begin to create it for yourself, you have to take the time to reflect on how when you dedicate cultivated time, you impact your feelings and your winning mindset. And here is the key. Here's the key. If you're ready for the key, type the word key. Here's the key. The key is called balance. Most of you have everything you need, but you're so afraid to admit or commit to anybody or be accountable. So I'm smart now. I'm wiser. I sit and watch you make all your big mistakes on your own because you simply won't ask for help. That's just how I am. God bless you. I'm no longer offering help for free or without requests. Doesn't mean everything's gonna be a charge. That's what it means. Free means my time costs. So if you're not going to ask, I'm not going to offer. I'm going to allow you to live your life and bump your heads. The key word is called balance. Thank y'all. Wow. Okay, I asked y'all to type the word key. Thank y'all for typing the word key. Sometimes we spend too much time, here it is, y'all, pouring into people who don't pour back into you. And just point blank, you can no longer do that in this next season of your life. You have too much to deal with. You have stress on your job. You have stress in your head. You have stress on your mind. You have a government that's against you. You have people that are not for you. You have life that's always been around. You've always been a survivor. Hey, Tamisha Figaro. But now you must take the time to pay attention. And you must surround yourself, make room for people, and surround yourself with people who truly support you, not just people who are around you to make themselves look good. They must truly support. Thank y'all for typing the word key. I see that everywhere, the word key. Truly support you because your winning energy and your sacrificial love. Watch this. Your sacrificial love is precious. I'm not referring to the love you're going to sacrifice to give them. I'm referring to, how do I say this? I'm referring to all that you've been through in life, your beat ups, your hiccups, your letdowns, your beat downs, your disappointments, all of that is something you sacrifice. And so when you take the time to give people love and they're not balanced and they do not reciprocate the love that you give, they don't value your love, you need to now make room for the people that are coming into your life or that are already in your life to surround yourself closer with people who truly support you. They're not just supporting themselves by being around you. That is your winning energy. That's what the sacrificial love is. I've sacrificed my whole life. I've been through what I've been through. So when I meet you, I can make sure you don't have to go through it. That's sacrifice for me. This is transition. That's what it is. It's transition time. And so in transition, you need to invest. I'm coming, Mabel. Invest wisely in transition. Got it? In transition, you always invest wisely. So as you're cultivating winning energy, you need to cultivate a few things in your life and make sure you have them ready. Here's what they are. Hey, Dr. John Holmes, God bless you, man. He say, already confirmation? Already, man? I just got started. If you hang around a little while, I'm sure I'll bless you. Listen, you have to cultivate what's called inner peace and balance. Inner peace is not what you get from other people. It's what you get from yourself. Here is how you determine what people should be in and around your life. There are people who actually help you cultivate inner peace. And sometimes, Andrea Thomas, inner peace is not agreeing with you. Inner peace is disagreeing with something that they know is not going to bring you peace tomorrow. You got it? Come on, Charlie Taylor, let's go. Listen, here we go. So you have to make the choice to build a fulfilling life by releasing negative influences. Right? You got to release negative influences. And then you have to do the second thing. Releasing is easy. And I'm not saying cut people off. I'm saying release. It's easy. If you just don't talk to people, there are certain people that won't talk to you. And you realize the only reason they talk to you, they say, I'll say it out loud one time. They say dumb things like, you didn't call me. If the only reason why you call me is when I call you, then I don't really need you in my life. Because what you're doing is bartering. You're not caring. You don't feel me. Hey, Naya, you're not concerned about me. You only call me when I call you, then I don't need you in my life because you're only calling me to do what I do for you, not reciprocating what you feel for me or what we developed. And if you don't understand that, then move around. It's okay. Because number two, I must do the second thing. I must embrace self-love. Whew, it's going to be good today. I must embrace self-love. Why do you say embrace self-love? Because if you don't love yourself enough to embrace yourself, then stop expecting other people to embrace you. I got to embrace self-love. And then last but not least in this area, I have to, good morning, Tails. I'm sorry, y'all. Come on, Miami, Florida. Come on, y'all, get that good weather down there. Praise the Lord. Good morning, good morning. Hey, Carol Thomas, I see you as well. Then you have to nourish your spirit. That's what that hotel is going to be about, Geraldine. Nourishing your spirit. You got it? And so when you get rid of negativity, learn how to love yourself and what's around you and build your peace and your balance. Then you have to nourish your spirit so your spirit knows, now I'm eating for me. I'm not serving everybody else. You got it? When you embrace self-acceptance and inner peace, it will help you to achieve the peace you have without losing anything. See, embracing self-acceptance does not mean you cut everybody off. When people cut everybody off, those are unstable, unbalanced, uncouth people. Why you say that? Because I don't have to cut people off. All I need to do is be myself enough and grow myself as you grow. Okay, we're in the fall season. Hey, Vanessa, fall means leaves fall off of a tree. So as I become more mature in what I'm doing, as I embrace what I'm supposed to do, as I'm becoming who God created me to be, anything that's not like him will fall off. So I have to embrace self-acceptance and inner peace, which means I have to accept all the parts of myself. Hey, Canvas Book of Sap. Woo. I have to embrace all the parts of myself. If I was you, I'd still be in celebration mode. I'll celebrate the rest of the year, Canvas. I'll celebrate for everything the devil tried to do to me and make me shut my mouth and make me lose my mind. I'd celebrate the rest of the year just to aggravate him. Okay, celebrate all the parts of yourself. That's real self-acceptance. Self-acceptance is not you embracing the parts that everybody likes. That's called undercover, immature, insecure self-promoting. What that means is, I don't like this about myself. I know y'all don't like this. So I'm going to keep showing y'all everything that you guys like. No, I need to take time away from everybody so I can do what I need to do to make sure that the weak parts of me are just as strengthened and accept all of me. So when people come into your life, let me help you understand who your friends are, because some of y'all got some fake friends. Let me help you understand who they are. When people can't accept all of you, does not mean agree. It means accept. Accept means I can see what you do, see how you do it, but I will tell you that's going to be dangerous later. And when you say, you know what, you're right, then I understand you like maturity, you like wisdom, and you like growth. When you say, well, I don't judge you, well, I realize your level of maturity, and I need to back up some because you don't accept all of you. You're just presenting you to people, or you are representing you to people. You're representing you to people based on what you want them to think that you are. But time heals all wounds. Why do you keep saying it like that? Because it's a wounded situation when you realize who people really are, and time will heal it, or time will also expose it. So number one, you got to embrace self-acceptance. You got it? No, this is Coach. I'm not prophet this morning. I'm Coach. You have to accept you have to embrace self-acceptance. You got it? Here we go, Teresia. Number two, you have to identify and recognize. How do I say that? Let's make it a triple beat. Identify, recognize, and eliminate toxic influences. You got to identify, recognize, and eliminate toxic influences. What's a toxic influence? Anything that disrupts your growth. Anything that disrupts your growth. How do I do that? Easy. You work on I'm calming down now, so y'all won't say I'm hollering all day. You work on winning boundaries that are not emotionally influenced. Andrea Thomas, a lot of people have boundaries based on their unforgiveness, based on their immaturity, based on something they've said, based on something somebody else have said about you. I'm determined, I'm convinced, if somebody else can make you believe what they say about me and you ignore all that I've already done for you, I need you to go with them. But just know when you get back, you won't have access. You won't have access. And my forgiveness is not based on restoration. It's based on quality of value. And you lose value when you're unstable, in stable conditions. Y'all quiet. I'm gonna move right on. So you have to set winning boundaries that are not emotionally influenced, not influenced by what somebody said about you, what somebody did to you, how you felt. They're not I knew she was coming. Hey, Alicia, not emotionally driven. Your boundaries are based on your value of your principles and your goals. Your values, your principle, and your goals, which means without having any conversation, you can set boundaries. They're not set because of something that happens. That's not a boundary. That's security. So you have to deal with it not based on emotions, okay? I gotta move faster, y'all. I gotta go. Listen, so you have to identify, recognize, and eliminate toxic influences that disturb your growth. Got it? Disrupt, disturb, delay your growth, whatever it is. Number three, you have to unlearn harmful thought patterns. This is how you're going to cultivate winning energy around you. You have to, see, you can't cultivate winning energy around you until you cultivate winning energy within you. So you have to unlearn harmful thought patterns. Thought patterns that always revert you back and never revert you forward are not good for you. I'm gonna say it again. If you're listening, fine. If you're not, God bless you. Thought patterns that keep reversing you back are not good for you. If everything someone asks you, you have to relate to back, then you're irrelevant in your present. Now, you may not be irrelevant to yourself, but trust me, you're irrelevant to those that matter. Because everything you've done and did was yesterday. What's up, Roy? At the end of the day, if right now you are irrelevant to a process, then guess what? You can't even speak to right now. Everything should not be yesterday. There needs to be a wisdom of now. Young people, the reason why you're losing young people and you'll never have influence, I'll say never, because you can't tell young people what you did. They want to know what you're doing. I'll prove it. There are crackheads and substance abuse people on the corners on my way to church that had degrees and had jobs and cars. Nobody cares what they did because what they're doing overshadows what they did. And sometimes you have to have an environment of people who will tell you what you look like, not what you're trying to be like. And that's what will bless your life. What's up, Crystal Burton? So you have to unlearn harmful thought patterns, which means I have to break free from any negative thing in my life, any negative patterns or practices or what I call thought loops. A thought loop is something that plays in my mind over and over again, and you use it for a testimony, not realizing it's irrelevant and out of date. It's like talking about when I had my pager. The minute you say pager, you dated yourself, and we begin to laugh and realize you stuck in time. God rest his soul. Brother Siles, we talked to him, Brother Siles said, man, I was over the track team, the volleyball team, the football team. I was over all of the teams I was in school. When? 1970s, man, I was 7 years old. What? This is 2020. But he would tell you that. It's called a thought loop. And if it holds you back, it's a loop. You got it? So what do? You have to surround yourself with positive people who speak against your harmful thoughts. And oftentimes, they will offend you. Oh, hush, Brittany. Trying to stir up something, hush. No. They will offend you because they will hear you with your thought loop. And I'm famous for that. I will interject, cut you off, and change the conversation. I just won't talk to you. Guess what? And I'm smiling, realizing you're in the thought loop. You're not going nowhere. You're going in circles. When real elevation is an elevated straight line. I'm helping somebody. It's an elevated straight line. It's not a circle. If you're repeating a cycle, please don't think you've arrived because you're repeating a cycle and doing a little bit better. No. You got to go further than where you got to come out of your comfort zone. You got to come from what you know and go into areas that are uncomfortable to be able to produce something that you wouldn't otherwise produce. Else, guess what? You're going to produce the exact same thing you produced last year and the year before, just a different way. And you want me to clap because in your mind, it's a celebratory moment And in my mind and view and vision, it's repetitive. And there's no real growth. Okay. So you have to use positive people who speak against your personal harmful thoughts. So you have to cultivate healthier relationships. I told y'all, I come to find out some people are not what they seem. Relationships are not what you use to get to the next level till you find somebody else to help you get to the next level. That's not a relationship. That's called a pond. Relationships are people that are with you through every situation that you're in. And you're stable enough to maintain the relationship even when the disagreements or the agreements are not present. So how do I do that? I cultivate healthier, constructive relationships and healthier thoughts that empower me when I've limited myself. What do you mean? I get around people, Maria, who push me when I'm sitting on my butt. Like I did on the video when I pulled Sydney's son. I get around people who won't let me sit. They'll drag me. Now be careful, because you got some people that will literally bless your whole life while you're going through to make sure you don't go through. And then the minute you get up, you second guess or second evaluate who they really are. Your days are numbered, because that's a user. When you find someone who's a giver, givers have a hard time. What's up, Pastor Phillips? How you doing, man? But people who are givers have to limit their giving because they have a hard time restraining themselves from giving. And you have to be careful, Cam Booker Sapp, on getting around people who are in positions or need you to give, because you'll find out that they only appreciated it because they're receivers and you're a giver. But that match, yeah, but eventually all receivers need to mature into givers. And that's what creates other relationships. Well, now that I've received, okay, here's Bible for you. I had no script, here's Bible. Bible says, when you are converted, strengthen your brethren. It means when you have found enough of you and God in you to help you, I need you to go back and strengthen. You do it to somebody else, but you can't remember how you build on another man's foundation. You can't forget the person that sacrificed to help you over the water. Oh my God, I can't go there. They didn't let you drown in the water. They helped you over the water. And now that you got a boat, you want to go show off your boat. It becomes dangerous in this season. Why? Because we cultivate strange energy and not winning energy. Winning energy multiplies itself. Strange energy, I don't want to say it nicely, depletes itself slowly but surely. So you have to cultivate healthier, constructive thoughts that empower you instead of limiting you. Cultivate relationships that empower you instead of limiting you. I gotta go. I gotta hurry up and go. I gotta go, Maria. Y'all mess with me. Y'all trying to pull on me. I'm just giving some help where we going this season. Listen. Number 4, you gotta prioritize relationships that uplift you. Okay? You gotta prioritize relationships and people that uplift you. You can't play with those, because when you lose them all, you're gonna feel it. You have to prioritize relationships that uplift you. Stop seeking validation or connection from those who don't reciprocate your care. Because when you seek validation, people will give you validation at a higher cost. Listen to me carefully. You shouldn't have, if you present yourself as an humble person in the kingdom, people will validate you and connect with you without having a cost. When you have to present yourself a certain way, kiss butt, do all that kind of stuff, then the validation that you're seeking and the connection that you want, if it's not being reciprocated, you need to delete that from yourself. That's not a good relationship, because what you're doing is you're bartering. You're paying for that. That's not genuine. And here's the problem. Watch this, Donna. Here's the problem. The problem is once you start doing that, they expect you to keep doing that. based on what they're doing. You have to prioritize the relationships that uplift you. And they're not always in your face every day. They just see you off and say, or they feel you off and say, hey, I'm just calling to see what's going on. You okay? You're in my spirit. And instead of you being humble enough to say, you know, I was having an issue, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm good. I go right on and leave you right there. And when the thing comes, I move on. Because if I saw it and you wasn't honest enough, then watch this. I'm going to be kind. I don't deserve to help you. That's a nice way, huh? I don't deserve to help you. So what you should do is focus on those who support and respect you. Focus on the people who support and respect you. Just focus. And when you focus on people who support and respect you, you don't have to look for them. They're present in heart, in mind, whatever. They're present. Y'all got it? So with that, with me prioritizing my relationships for my future, I got to create a circle of relationships that energize and inspire me. I got to create a circle of people. When I get on the phone with them, that thing goes 1,000. Sometimes it calms me down. Certain phone calls wire me up. Certain phone calls send me forward. Certain phone calls, I've had people say, text me that. We have a whole conversation about something that's amazing. I said, text me that. Because whenever you create those kind of relationships that support you and respect you, it allows you to give and receive love freely. You got it? Allows you to give love and receive love freely without having to barter love. Love that's paid for is prostitution. When it should be met with an equal amount of care from the opposite side without having to force it. I gotta go. Number five. Number one, I'll run you. Number one is embrace self-acceptance and inner peace. Do it yourself. Embrace it inside of you first. Number two, identify, recognize, and eliminate toxic influences in your life. You gotta get rid of them, even in your own head. Number three, unlearn harmful thought patterns. Got it? Number four, prioritize relationships that uplift you. Those are the ones you prioritize. Stop trying to fix the ones that broke you already. They're not gonna fix themselves. Stop trying to fix it. You are not the fixer. Number five, after you created, after you've prepared yourself to cultivate winning energy from inside of you, outside of you, you create boundaries and you manage things. Now you got to create a nurturing environment for your own growth. That's that thing I'm gonna do in the beginning of the year or next couple of weeks. I'm gonna do that thing. People go to their own hotel and then come and talk about what you created in that environment or that space. You got it? Create a nurturing environment for growth. Develop a personal space that encourages your emotional, spiritual, and physical growth. That's what I'm trying to get you to do. Develop a personal space. If you don't have a house with a prayer room, I don't really want you in your house because there's a certain energy in your house that won't be in a hotel will have a fresh energy for you, a fresh view, a fresh energy, a fresh opening, fresh breath, fresh breathing. Home will always have something you have to do. So you have to get out of it and create a personal space that encourages your emotional, spiritual, and physical growth. You have to create that, Donna. You want to create that nurturing environment for your growth. So how do I really do it? I declutter and design. If y'all got that, type yes. Declutter and design. That means while I'm taking stuff out I don't need, I'm adding in what I know encourages me. I'm adding what I know pushes me. I'm adding what I know inspires me. I have to declutter and design. And I design it simply to reflect the winning life that I say I want. You got it, Canvas? I said, Canvas said, yeah. I design it based on the winning life that I say I want. I don't design it based on any. I can't say I want a high class living room and I go buy on side of the road furniture. I gotta declutter and design what it is that I say that I want in life, and from myself. I have to give myself accountability to what I say I want. Got it? That's it, Canvas. Declutter and design. You got it? So I have to value the safe space. Watch this. Y'all ready? I got to take you further real quick, real fast. Watch this, Troy. Here we go, Troy. I have to value the safe space with people that are always there. I didn't say that they agree. I said I have to value the safe space with people that allow me to recharge while I'm tripping, that allow me to grow while I don't have understanding, that allow me to genuinely, comfortably be myself. I have to value that space. I have to nurture and value. I can't just visit it when you shouldn't call people every time. I almost got mad. My mouth did, my mind did, my mouth did. You can't just call people every time you have a darn problem. They're not your trash can. And what's worse is when all you do is call people when you're negative, it tells them that you believe they have the power to help you, but you don't value the relationship enough to stay connected. You just want them to help you out of your weak spot. But the minute you get up, you show your behind. You show who you really are. No, no, no. That is not a safe space. You should be able to call to honestly say, how are you? How are you really doing? You should take the time to listen to somebody else's day versus always calling them and tell them about your day. You aren't the most important person on the planet. I'm sorry to help you cultivate trash, because that's all that is. If all it gives off is weight for everybody else, if you can never create a lifting for somebody else and you're always telling them about who you are and what you're going through, reevaluate your level of maturity and what you call a relationship. It might tell you something about your life. Praise the Lord. Number 6, generate loving energy. I'm always trying to get you to go somewhere, and you always like being stuck. And I am going somewhere, and I'm going with or without you. That's the answer. I love you enough to go with or without you. So if you can't go with me, watch this. If you can't go with me, I'll leave the shield up behind me. So as you throw bricks at me, you can pick those up and make steps to follow me later. I'm not going to throw the bricks back. As a matter of fact, if you throw big enough bricks, I'll design a patio for me to sit on and rest where I am, because that's what winners do. Number 6, after you've done all the work, Teresha, you have to generate loving energy for yourself and others around you. Okay? Mama, I got 2 more, 6 and 7. You got to generate loving energy for those around you and from yourself. I say from yourself first because people around you should get the overflow of your love for yourself. Now, here's the good part. The overflow of my love for myself does not mean you're going to get you. You're going to get what you need from me. That's why it's important not to compare yourself to people, but simply love them. If you love them, you will get the overflow of what they do for themselves. So you'll get to be whatever the love they give you, you'll have the same support and you can accomplish the same thing if you love people. But if you compare yourself to everybody and try to be everybody and try to be, you become a chameleon. You become a piece of this person, a piece of that person, a piece of that, a piece of this. Once you do that, you lost yourself. And there's very few things God can deliver. I got it, but I got money. Got it, but I got this. I got a new house. Good. I got a job. Good. I got this. You have those, but you work to get them. It wasn't really a blessing. It wasn't given to you. You worked / toiled to get it. When in reality, if I just love myself enough and generate self-love for me, then those who need what I have, who need my wisdom, if you can fall into where I love me, y'all will get this now, then you should be able to understand if you fall into where I love me, you will get the overflow of what I give me. So what you like or what you admire, you will get the love of it. And you won't have to try and compare yourself to it when you can really become it. That's why loving yourself is majorly important, because you build a pattern of self-love and kindness within you. So you allow them to get the overflow of that energy. It should benefit you and everyone who's around you. Number 7, and I'm done. I'm done. Y'all ready? After you finish these things, real quick, after you have embraced self-acceptance and inner peace, after you identify and recognize and eliminate toxic influences in your life, after you unlearn harmful thought patterns, this is not for somebody, this is for you. This for you, Maria. This for you, Mabel. This for you, Teresia. This for you, Andrea Thomas. This for you, Minister Ricks. This for you, Alicia. Tamisha Figaro. It's for you. Chazetta Taylor, it's for you. You must unlearn harmful thought patterns. Stop wanting everybody else to unlearn them. You unlearn them first. Here we go, Deja Young. When you unlearn it, then the harvest of the unlearned will come around you. And you'll see, I've unlearned that. So now people who like that will fall off. So you unlearn harmful thought patterns. And then, yeah, Teresa, you too. Okay, number 4. Then you prioritize relationships that uplift you. Number 5, you create a nourishing environment for growth. Number 6, you start generating love, because now you got the environment, you have the boundaries, you have everything in place already. So you generate love energy for yourself. You generate loving energy, winning energy for yourself, and everybody around you should just get your love. Got it? Number 7, now you have to focus and nourish your spirit and balance your winning anyway energy. That's the energy that says, I'm only here to win. Nothing else will be evaluated. Nothing else will be judged. Nothing else will be responded to. You want to cuss and go crazy? I'm going to smile at you and watch you and make you mad, because I'm not going to respond to anything that's not building my winning energy. So now I have to get my spirit aligned with what it is I've been birthed and called to do. Why do you say it like that? Because purpose is the original intended reason for the creation of a thing or a person. So I want to get my spirit aligned where I'm functioning in the original intended reason why I was created and why I'm here. At the end of the day, I got to cultivate, engage, and embrace my winning energy. And I can't settle for anything less. Anything that does not balance or sustain me. Watch this. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. If it does not balance me, watch this, and sustain me. Because a lot of folk get balanced, but you have seesaw balance. As they go up, you go down. When they go down, you go up. No, I need you to sustain me. Level me out. Level me out. When you see me going up, like going off like this, I'm getting big-headed. Bring me back down. When you see me getting low, surround yourself with people who, watch this, a seesaw goes like this. When you see me getting big-headed, I need, better yet, when you see me coming up like this, and I'm getting in my head, throw something over there and say, hey, get that right. When you see me going down, you say, no, I'm willing to throw some over there. See, you got to be willing to be around people who give. Because when you're getting big-headed, they should give you truth to bring you back down. See, big-headed is weight. It brings you back down. Or if you start going up in the clouds and missing it, they throw it on you and say, hey, bring that back down. Or when you get low, they say, hey. They'll throw off some of themselves to make sure that you are sustained. At the end of the day, cultivate, engage. Hey, Taish, hey, how you doing, cousin? Love you, girl. Cultivate, engage, and embrace your winning energy. Don't settle for anything less anymore. Don't settle for nothing that does not balance you, sustain you spiritually, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. We're now almost at the middle end of November. So you're in the middle of the last quarter. Now let's get together and make sure this last quarter comes out as a win. I'm ready, y'all. Anybody ready to cultivate? If you're ready, type the word ready. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I got to get over to the church and got some run to do. It's Friday. Yeah, my anniversary is on Monday. We've been married together 30 years, married 29 years. It's on Monday, but not till I worship. I got to worship first. Oh, my God. Y'all know we normally leave town for anniversary, which is Thanksgiving week. And we got some plans anyway. We're not, I don't know. Well, I won't say we're not. We're not going to our spot in Jamaica. We're not going to our Jamaica house. I see y'all say y'all ready. We're not going to our Jamaica house. We're going to that later, but it's still good. We checked on it. Everybody's good over there. Oh, y'all ready? I see. When y'all type the word ready, that's when I start. I go back and want to, go through it and pray for y'all and prophesy. I see y'all. I see Carlos. I see Eric Troutman. Carlos, the Lord said it won't be as boring this time. Whatever that means. It won't be bored. You won't be at home. You won't be bored overthinking. You must fill your thoughts with thoughts of good, not of evil, to give you an expected end. It won't be boring this time. I'm coming. Okay, I see Brittany. I see y'all. I see now you get ready. Change is on the way. It's really here. I see Tisa typed all caps. God bless you. Good to see you. Shauna Speaks. Good to see you. Latrice Williams. God bless you. Good to see you. Valencia Miller. Good to see you. Teresa, congratulations. Thank y'all. I ain't worried about that. I'm worried about making sure people are good. Kenneth Davis, good. Listen, I've enjoyed this morning. I pray that you would take this post, share it with somebody, inbox them and say, you need to hear this and decide where you're going to be in my life. I love you, but I can't let you be a negative influence. I can't let what you've been through take me through. I'd rather bring you out than for both of us to stay in. Listen, I declare and decree the best for your life. I declare and decree that God will do supernatural things in your life. I pray that God will do it before the end of this month. I pray that all this month, God gives you something supernatural to be thankful for, something that eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. You have into the heart of man, things that God's prepared for you. I pray that God lets you see what's prepared. I pray that God lets you see it, lets you feel it, lets you taste it, lets you touch it. Listen, I pray that God allow you to experience it at another man's expense. Allow you to experience what you shall become. I pray he let you hold it in your hand, see it in your face, have a day or a night to experience it before you even get it. So therefore, your faith can be increased, your life can be increased. And you know that at the end of the day, no matter what happens in your life, what the devil trying to do and say, it does not matter. Because at the end of the day, you can win if you just keep your hand in God's hand. He's an amazing God. But on top of that, you got to cultivate winning energy. You got to make sure you're helping other people win. Watch this. Sometimes it's just prayer that's needed. That's all. So pray for them. Do whatever God needs you to do to make sure that you're in a winning position and everyone around you can win as well. God bless you. We'll see you soon. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace. I'm out. Bye-bye, y'all. I got to go. It's just too much going on. Bye.